Therefore, when we look at the family unit, you should understand it this way. The family unit is like a business organization. When I started reading about this course, and I'm thinking, what should I say that is different from what they have? Maybe in a way that can be applicable to them. This is what came to my mind. The family unit is God's business. It's the business structure. And there are different players that make the business function properly. Different positions that make the organization what it is. Different things that make the organization stand out from the rest. So God is a God of structure. And your family unit is God's structure. Next slide, please. And the way it came to my mind is when you get married. Remember I said that God is the one that is watching over your marriage. God is the one that institutes your marriage. So when you get married, it becomes your family name incorporated. And God is the founder. God is the one who owns it. And you are here on an assignment. Your family has been created for a mission. So for me now, our family is now the Stephen Ogah Family Incorporated before God. So your family is on an assignment. And God has ordained you together. And that is why marriage is the foundation. A Christian godly marriage is the foundation for the family that will meet God's mission. That's why we started with the subject of marriage. Because without marriage, there is no family. A Christian family is a product of a Christian marriage. And once you get together in marriage as a Christian, as two believers together, it becomes your family name incorporated, founded by God and founded on God. If that is the case, what then is a family unit? Is that marriage, according to God's structure, according to God's concept, is good. Marriage is good. Genesis chapter 1 verse 31. It says that God saw everything that he had made, and behold, not just good, it was very good. So marriage is good. Marriage is not meant to be endured. It is meant to be enjoyed. Marriage is not a necessary evil. Please take that out of your mind. Marriage is not the next step in life because that's what I must do. No. Marriage is for the mature. That's why God did not say, a boy shall leave his father and mother and be joined to a girl. He said, a man shall leave and be joined to his wife. You must be able to detach and make decisions by yourself, not disrespecting your parents, honoring them, but also making them understand that you have become an independent person also. What do I mean? As a man, you must be careful. Because our parents love us. They do. Everything is from a good intention. I believe so. Be careful not to be your mother's husband. Because so many parents are parenting. Women are parenting from that space of hurt themselves. And they have made their sons their spouses. And it affects the children's marriages. You must be able to have an understanding of where the line is drawn. This decision is mine, and whatever happens because of that decision, I take responsibility for it. And it starts with now. The issue is that most parents want to see you take responsibility for small decisions before they can trust that you can make big decisions and take responsibility for it. So it starts now. It involves you living so that you can cleave. Until you live properly, cleaving will be a problem. Number 3, what is God? So before you think about marriage, ask yourself, am I mature spiritually? Am I mature physically? Am I mature emotionally? Am I mature financially? And God doesn't provide for divorce or separation. Why? Because divorce or separation is literally like marital amputation. The life might still exist, but there is a limp in the walk. The person is not dead, but it's obvious that something has gone wrong. So before you think about marriage, ask yourself, am I mature spiritually? Am I mature physically? Am I mature emotionally? Am I mature financially? We're going to talk about money next. I got money. Financial maturity is required. We realize that marriage is God's institution. Marriage is God's incorporation. So when I get married, it becomes my family name incorporated, founded on God and founded by God. Then I must understand that for my organization to succeed, these three things have to be understood. Write this down. When you're ready to get married, you must ask yourself and be able to understand, what is the mission for your marriage? Who are you doing it for? And what is your marriage offering to the one who owns the business and to the people who will be beneficiaries from that business? Remember, I said God is a businessman. Your marriage is a business to God. I was not supposed to say this, but yes, it's so true. And because it's a business, God expects profits. And what is God's mission concerning this business or family? It's simple: to develop followers of Christ. Your marriage is beyond I love you, you love me. The mission of your family, the mission of my family, is to develop followers of Christ. What do I mean? No wonder one of the greatest areas of attack today in the world is the family units. You see that topmost on the counseling list in most churches today. Most counseling centers is family related. Most people are enduring their marriages. Success in any area of life without family success will definitely be tasteless and frustrating. Some people are so successful, but when they drive home, they spend 10 minutes in the car first thinking about what they will do as they step into their home. Without family success, life is in shambles. Some people don't go home immediately after work, not because they don't want to go home, but they know what they're going to meet when they get home. So they want to avoid it as long as possible. And so many people are trying to endure this thing called marriage. Let's just do it for the children. Let's just stay together because we now have kids. No, that's not God's ordination. But if you don't understand why God ordained marriage, you would allow your flesh to be in control when your spirit should take charge. That's why you must be a man and a woman of the spirit to be married. Because marriage is not for boys and girls. It's for men and women.